Audacity going.
The audacity of you to start Audacity.
So dumb.
All right.
All right. Well, if everybody's ready, I think we should definitely be checking on those that were injured, but also I think we need to talk to Mirabelle definitely.
I mean, the one that was injured was Maribel, but
Oh, I meant the old dude as well.
Yeah.
Malachi.
I'm talking to Malachi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Malachi slowly gets up and, like, I don't know, using his staff for support because he's an old man. He turns to you guys and asks what happened.
Well, you got to go through your strange backrooms of your house, and unfortunately, this skeleton got away. He nearly died. Some of us nearly died. So it's this strange area at the back of your house. I'm sure we'll have many more questions about that, but for now, we're just glad to see that you're okay.
I'll see what I can find that might be able to help us, but
Okay.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
Alex takes her jar back from Jalen, just like snatches it out of wherever you put it, and just shoves it at Malachi. And it's like, the spider was on the gem of the skeleton. I don't know if it caused anything. The gem was corrupted. But
He looks at it and says, "Huh? How did you get here?" Sorry, this is I haven't seen one of these things in a long, long time. This is what's called a soul weaver spider. They basically they can stitch pieces of souls together, and then use the energy of that kind of radiates off of souls to feed itself.
Ew.
How did you get here?
Why would this be on a autonomous skeleton?
Well, I can't say I know. I don't know how I would have found it. Let's see. If you guys would like, you guys can roll probably either a Arcana or Religion check. Try and make some connections here.
yeah!
All right.
I got a 14.
Oh no! Everything is going wrong. My
Well,
internet is awful, and I'm just watching the dice on my screen slowly roll. Oh no! Oh no! Don't you land on that one? Ah! It's a 1. I got a 5.
I got a 19.
I'm on an 18.
So I think with that, yeah, Elvis and as I assume Elvis probably came in a little bit later, and I found you guys. So Elvis and Jalen. Actually, curiosity, were those religion or were those Arcana?
Mine was religion.
Mine was
I-
Arcana.
I was Arcana as well.
All right. So I think you now hearing the name, you might have heard a bit about these fighters. Yeah. So there's a concept that in my universe where souls are like a tangible thing that can be interacted with, and one of the functions of souls is while they are not in a container like a gem or in a body, when they're not contained, souls will start to like dissipate a little bit. I kind of imagine it similar to how like Hawking radiation works, where like black holes will like just slowly bleed off matter over time,
Mhm.
and that energy is then dissipates out back into the ethereal plane and then is used to create new souls and stuff like that. But soul weaver spiders feed off of that energy that radiates off. And one of the things they'll do is that they'll use their stuff to stitch together parts of souls that they come across, so that the whole it radiates slower, and because the soul weaver can only absorb so much at a time, but it can create these large pieces of soul that will feed them for longer.
Okay.
So it's probable that what happened here is the soul gem that was powering the skeleton happened to the soul weaver found that and started stitching it all together, and and was probably feeding off of it, and that's probably why it was there.
So is this to say that the skeleton we were fighting was not like a completely, I guess, human, for lack of a better term, or it wasn't fully person?
It's hard to say. As far as you could tell, it reacted, and like Domino seemed lively, although it's hard to tell exactly what that really means.
Sure. Okay. So I guess my question to you, Malachi, is first of all, are these spiders a common occurrence? Is this something that you see a lot in the Grove?
He says no. Even before the Grove, I've only ever seen one in my life. They are a very rare species, and they're generally very coveted by like people who want to extend their lives because they can form a sort of symbiotic relationship with a mage. Basically, the Soul Weaver will stitch on more soul to theirs, which effectively means that their soul lasts longer. And one of the primary issues with immortality is that normal souls aren't designed to do that. You can restore the body. Restoring the soul is not as simple, but
Yes.
the Soul Weaver can stitch on other soul material that will dissipate first, and then there's no harm to your soul.
I see. So this skeleton was looking for immortality then?
Who can say? This is not something I've ever heard of before. This
Okay.
strict situation.
Sure. All right, this is confusing. And my other question to you is, how many people knew about these strange backrooms of your house?
Only me.
Okay. All right. Would you like us to keep it that way?
I'll try to keep it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's especially given that I know how dangerous they are, and generally how irrelevant they are to the rest of the Grove. I don't see the point in sharing it.
You're contradicting yourself. You said that behind that mirror was important to the very Grove's existence.
That's true, but on the day-to-day, it's irrelevant.
Is that even part of the Grove? It feels different in there.
It's definitely part of the Grove. It is different, but it's part of it.
Malachi,
Yes.
you have a large room in there, full of things that are normally weaved in magic. None of them have that. All the magic is on from these items.
Yeah, I do.
Why is that the case?
The Grove was not a simple thing to create. The items in there, the magic sword within, was part of the creation process.
So you made this place?
I did not. It's not. A very different man made this place. Although I can't even say if he was a man or not.
Well, for now, we can certainly keep your wish to keep this thing a secret. Although if it's going to pose a danger to us or anyone else in this place, I think we should know.
I will try to set up additional securities to prevent this from happening again.
See, my question is, if it is so secret, how did this skeleton know to flee there? Was it an accidental discovery, or is perhaps there more that know about this place than you realize?
I truly don't know.
Hmm.
This is unprecedented.
Right. Well, yes, more security then in that case would probably be wise on your part.
Bah, this means little to me. I'm going to go check on Mirabelle. she walks out. She just starts wandering through Malachi's house to find the front door.
Yeah. So you guys make your way over to Dr. Nibs. You can see that when you get there, Nib is currently like reading through as many like books that he has managed to find and bring. He is like trying to figure out anything he can do to help, but Maribel is still not awake.
What did this skeleton do to her?
Can I do a medicine check on her?
Sure,
Can I do an Arcana check to see if it's something magical?
sure.
I'd like to do persuasion checks to persuade her to wake up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll this by hand because my computer is not being friendly.
I'd like to roll a deception check to convince her that she is awake.
17.
All right,
I got a 17 in Arcana.
perfect. So with the medicine check, I think you can determine that physically she's perfectly fine. You know, like there is no medical reason why she shouldn't be awake right now. With the Arcana thing, I think you might notice that, like, you know, you pop on your detect magic, and like, you know, it doesn't work quite as well on like, you know, like mundane magics like this, but you get the sense from like all this that despite her being like medically perfectly fine, there's something missing.
Oh dear.
Is it her soul?
Hmm.
Can I roll a soul check? What stat is that?
That'd probably be, I mean, religion, or I would continue with your Arcana actually. But like, I'd say that you get the sense that at least part of her soul is missing,
Interesting.
and as such, part of her is missing.
Mm.
Anybody got a soul jar?
Just your regular jar.
I'll look at the others. I go to the doctor and say, It's not a physical malady that's keeping her asleep.
Mhm.
The attacker took part of her essence. She's missing something. She's not going to wake up until she's complete again.
I feared as much. I don't have the power, the magics or power to be able to restore that. The most I can do is just keep her body alive and functioning.
What do you put the spider on her?
I think we should be careful meddling with things we don't fully understand yet.
If you put the spider on, the spider will start just like crawling around, like doing little like waving or spinning its legs like it's, you know, pulling out thread, but you don't see any thread.
Hmm.
Because you said the spider adds souls to the person that it's on, right?
Yeah, so the spider can stitch pieces of soul that are like floating around to whatever soul it's connected to.
Okay. And it connects to is it always connected to the same soul? Or is it just whoever it's on?
No,
Okay.
it's whatever massive soul is near it will like latch onto that and start stitching.
Gotcha.
We need to find that skeleton. Bring the soul in here in order to wake her, I feel. If it took part of her.
Where does Maribel are her skeletons still together?
Oh, last you checked, the at the party, the skeletons were still just like doing their last assigned tasks.
I think we should go take a look at some of these and see if any of them are different.
We could go interrogate some skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys ever played Detroit Become Human?
I'm aware of it.
There's a scene where a guy is talking to a bunch of robots, trying to figure out which one of them is like sentient and which one of them isn't.
Mm.
That's what I imagine this scene is going to be like.
Oh, there's a iRobot.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That is our theme. Our theme is Wizard of Oz. We need more Wizard of Oz.
How is that our theme?
How many references unknowingly David has put in?
Wait, am I the scarecrow
I
guy?
haven't noticed any.
Wait, who's who?
I'm the scarecrow.
Okay, the references I've made so far were the apple trees throwing apples at you.
All
I
right.
made the ruby red slippers that Domino clicked his heels together and flew away.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the other ones I made, but
There was at least one more, but it's escaping me.
What's the
yeah.
when we first entered the grove? Did you say like we're not in Kansas anymore or something like that? Wait, Malachi's a wizard. Uh-oh.
Or is he?
Or is he?
Yeah.
He's faking the whole time.
He's actually just a series of small goblins.
He's the true goblin mode.
Yeah.
No, he's all the kobolds from your previous campaign ready to kill you.
Me?
Yeah.
My kobold was my best friend.
Uh-huh. Yeah, your slave.
No, he was my buddy. We hung out. I taught him cool stuff. Now we're talking about Daniel's kobolds. Those were slaves.
Let's go interrogate some goblins. And by goblins I mean skeletons.
All right.
They're living their best goblin mode.
All right, guys, it's time for the charisma party to activate its powers and intimidate the hell out of these skeletons.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got some good intimidation.
Yeah.
All right. You guys approach the house. I think would anyone still be there? Because it's only been like an hour since the party.
Hmm. Okay.
I imagine, like in my head, everybody would try to be grouping together because they'd be scared.
All right. Yeah. So I think like
If not at Maribel's
Yeah,
house, then somewhere.
I think in that case, yeah, probably no one would still be at Maribel's house.
Mhm. Maybe they'll hang out at Gigi's or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm shocked we were able to drag Elvis away from GG's, really.
It was tough, guys. Honestly, that's kind of where I was for part of. I got a little sidetracked there. I'm so sorry about that.
That's why you wouldn't come with us in the Malachi's house. Like, I gotta make sure Gigi's safe.
Yeah, I just needed. Well, I figured I'm a short, small elf in need of protection, and I figure he'd do the job.
Oh, so you weren't trying to protect, you're trying to be protected.
I was look, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I respect it.
So as you come to Maribel's house, I think some of the first things you'll notice is you only see 3 skeletons around there,
Okay.
opposed to her normal 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Was one of them a bad egg? Maybe. Can I stride up? Like, from what we know, they haven't spoken before, have they?
Nope.
So they have acknowledged things you said to them.
Right.
Yeah, they'll respond to commands.
Skeletons. I will stride up with purpose. Where is your 4th companion?
I think how does skeleton respond to this? I think like the skeleton you approach will do his best to shrug. Like I don't like it does not know where its 4th companion is.
Okay.
Skeleton, what happened to your master?
Would they know?
I'm just trying to see if they'll talk. Like
Uh,
if they would know, what is their connection with their master? I have no idea.
I think the skeleton will walk over to the the side of the kitchen, pull out a knife, and put it where its throat is, and then like opens its jaw and turns its head to the side. If it had tongue, it'd stick it out.
Okay.
That's a cruel game of charades.
Play out your master's death.
It puts the knife back.
And I'm assuming you guys did not want this to happen.
I don't think it's going to respond to that because I don't. Skeletons don't have a concept of want.
It's as good as a confession. We arrest them all. Right. Has anyone here spoken to skeletons before? I feel like this is going not very well.
Hold on. Let me see if I've got anything in here.
I don't have any like turn undead, turn skeleton. I don't think that'll do anything.
I don't have any spells left anyway.
Ooh. What happens if I got message?
Hold on. Do these specific skeletons, because they're kind of like they're different from regular undead, do they still count as undead?
Yes, they do.
Okay, I have divine sense. I can sense
Alright.
undead up to 60 feet, and I could go around on on Veshnir and search for this other skeleton.
All right, you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
You can sense the undead.
I can sense undead. I should be able to find this remaining one. You keep these 3 here.
Okay,
I will go begin the search.
if you'd like, we could keep watch for the next hour, making sure these skeletons don't go anywhere, and then that way, my friend here, Hella, and I can get some good rest.
Yes.
Right. I think a rest of short proportion is
Be
in order.
careful. It's a lot all at once. He's dangerous.
Yes.
Veshnir.
Yes, Alex, if you find this this fourth skeleton, which is potentially Domino, please do not engage without us.
I'm gonna go
Anyone?
find the skeleton because I can sense him with my special, like, paladin powers.
Okay.
We're going to stay here and keep watch on these 3 skeletons and make sure they don't get up to any mischief.
I mean, if Elvis would like, Elvis could come along with me, but I just want to make sure that none of the skeletons move so they don't disrupt me searching for this other one.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay. I was gonna go with you, but then I suppose that if there's 3 skeletons and they do anything rogue, we've got 3 people.
That's fine. Y'all do you. Alright, so I'm assuming Veshnir is been following us kind of just in the background. It's a very disconcerting grove because there's just this giant bear/wolf skeleton that has too many bones. There's too many bones.
How can a skeleton
That
have
has
too many
been
bones?
following us the whole time.
Skeletons have just the right amount of bones.
No, you don't understand. There's too many. It doesn't make sense. There's too many bones.
So, do you want to make a survival check in order to try and track Domino?
Is there any other check I could do? I have a +1 there, but
If you want to do a different check, sell me on it.
Persuasion to persuade the DM to tell you where it is.
Wait, what check did he want you to make?
got a +1.
Survival? You're trying to sense
Yeah.
something, right?
She's using her sense to try and track down Domino.
What couldn't she use her? Couldn't she perceive? Like just perceive where the sense is coming from?
I guess you could. I don't know. It's
That's
up
also
to you.
just a +1. However, could I persuade you that insight because I have such knowledge of bones that I would
All
know.
right. So you want to use insight to try and predict where he would have gone?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
It's a 12.
All right. I think in that case,
And I've used my divine sense, so.
yeah. I say with a 12, I can't give this to you. I can't justify this.
But does my divine sense give me advantage?
Can we help her? Can we do the teammates
You know
help you
what?
make the roll thing?
Probably with the divine sense, you can do that advantage. You can do it one more time. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, that's much better. A 23.
Okay, this is good. All right. So I think with that, I think with that, you're not going to be surprised by this when it happens. So you're gonna have a bit more stuff. I think you're gonna come over to. I think you might be might be running by Gigi's fields actually. So pretty close to where the house is, but a little ways away still. And your divine sense picks up something in one of the trees.
Okay.
Are you going to call us, or are you just going to do it?
I mean, okay, am I still in visual sight of the group? Because I don't know if this, I don't know the land terrain. Is this a
So
flat land? Because if it's flat, I
the
would
grove
assume.
the grove is basically flat. Yeah. I think you can still see Maribel's house. However, it's about like a 20-minute, walk away. So they're a little ways away.
Do I have anything that's like.
And a friend?
Do I have anything that
Do you have one of the sending zones that Marcus gave you?
We have I do have those stones.
You could have handed one to me before I left. That would make sense.
But we only have one.
Yeah.
The other one's with Marcus.
No, you have a pair and you have a single.
Oh, okay. I'll give her one.
Okay, so I'll use the sending stone. I mention
Okay.
It appears there is something in the trees over here by Gigi's forest. Poor Gigi. Everything hides in his forest.
Alright, would you like us?
And then you gotta go when you're done talking on it.
I will say, at this point, whatever is in the trees has noticed you and has started moving from tree to tree towards you.
Let's get moving.
I am going to, kind of just prep myself, have my swords out, sort of thing, just be ready.
Okay. In that case, it gets close enough to you to do this, and it's going to take a throw something at you.
All right. Is it a heckin' apple?
No, it's not. Does a 21 hit you?
Me trying to remember where my actual armor class. There it is. Yes, that hits me. That hits me
All right.
fine.
Yeah, so you see flying towards you this looks like a steel rubber band ball. Unfortunately, you're not able to get out of the way in time before it hits you. Expands and then wraps itself around you as you are now trapped in a iron bands of binding.
Hit with a Batman Bolas throw.
How big is Veshnir?
Veshnir is quite large.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if it would have also caught Veshnir because the item allows for huge or smaller creatures, but it's only one creature. So I think it would be just you, not Veshnir.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you could choose one or the other. I don't think it would encapsulate both.
Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna bind you then.
Right.
And then out of the tree that it came from drops Domino
Oh.
and starts
Would
walking
we have
towards
been able
you.
to are we on our way Or this happened too quickly for us to start our way there?
So, given you guys are sprinting, and I said it was I'd say you guys have probably at least like a 5 or so minute sprint in order to get here.
Ooh.
What? But she's so close.
He said it was about a 20-minute walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, is there what save would it be for me to try and escape this?
Escape with the iron bands. A creature, including the trained one, can use its action to make a DC 20 strength check.
Oh, you
break
son
the
of
iron
a!
band.
You son of a!
Can Veshnir like break you out of it? How strong is Veshnir?
Here, let's see. Well, what base do we use for Veshnir? I think it has to be like a horse of some variety.
Yeah,
That was bear.
He's a +4 to strength.
Yeah, he's a draft horse. So, Veshnir can try and break you out. You'll have one opportunity before Domino gets to you.
Actually, would this have knocked me off Veshnir? Or would I still be on Veshnir?
That's up to you. The bands of binding only restrain you if you can maintain your mounting while being restrained. Then yeah.
Okay. I have like additional things to being like mounted combat, so let's see.
Yeah, so I think you definitely could.
All right, so I'm actually Alex will direct Veshnir to run towards the party. While
Okay.
she's still on Veshnir. And
All right.
let's see,
Veshnir is faster.
how many feet away would you say the party is?
All of them.
I said they were a 5 minute sprint, but they're running. But Veshnir is faster, so he can get to them in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, because his is about a 40. So okay, so he's going to move the 40 feet and then yeah, probably. He might just do a full sprint and go the 80 feet.
Yeah. So if you want to have Veshnir sprinting off towards the party to get them, you can do that.
Mm-hmm. I'm low health. I'm not risking this.
Wait. Why are you running away from the guy we're trying to follow?
Because it's chasing me and I'm bound and it's a strength check.
Because she
And
kind of
I
needs
have
a little help.
13 health left.
Why didn't you not wait till
but
you healed up?
your horse guy is really strong.
Huh?
But your horse thing is really strong.
It is, but I don't trust the dice. I have to roll a 16 or higher.
All right.
Right.
I want to get some distance before I try to get out of this.
Let's see. I think Domino, seeing you sprint away, is probably not going to stop chasing. Just stand there, staring at you.
Okay.
Hmm.
And probably just wait until you're out of sight.
Well, I'm keeping the tree line. I'm like, I wouldn't want to go out of sight of the tree line. Just far enough that I would think that he couldn't hit me in a single movement.
Yeah, no, like he has stopped at the tree line, and you can move like 2 or 3 turns away if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, probably just 2 turns away.
All right.
Hmm.
All right. Do you want Veshnir to give it a crack at breaking you out then?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a 7. Can
All right.
Alex
No.
also try?
Sure. You need to crit, but you can do it.
That's a 12.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right.
That's
So
fine.
I think with that, I'm going to say that like the party is going to find you. and Domino has kind of disappeared, retreated.
Mm.
Alex, what are you doing?
She's just spitting at this point and cursing in Draconic.
Alex, why are you stuck in a thingy?
Meanwhile, Bashir is trying to gently pry this metal band off.
Would you like us to take this off you?
She's gonna look at you and if she had eyebrows, she'd raise them.
Look, I don't.
Take that as a yes.
All right, fine. Yeah, no need to be sassy about it.
I think she's still not very happy with you.
Hold up, one second.
Yeah, I'm really still not happy with
I
you
can't imagine
because you
why.
dealt me quite a bit of damage.
All right. How do we get this thing off?
It's a 20 strength check.
All right, step aside. I got this. Shall I roll strength?
Do
I don't
you?
know. Let's find out. Shall I just? Is it rolling straight strength?
Straight
Yeah.
strength.
I physically, even with a crit, technically wouldn't meet
I got a 17. That's not high enough.
That's
Yeah,
not good
you have
enough.
-1.
Yep.
Can Beshnir try again?
So wait, is the skeleton still over there?
Huh?
The skeleton has dipped back into the orchard
Okay.
after seeing you run away. But here's the thing: I didn't realize this when I did this, but I like it now that I see it. If the check fails, any further attempts made by the creature automatically fail within 24 hours.
What? So you're just stuck in there.
Is that just the creature wearing it though?
That's a creature, including the one we're trained, can make an action to do a DC 20 strength check to break the iron bands. If the check fails, any further attempts made by that creature automatically
So
fail
I can't do it anymore.
within the next
Alex
24
can't do it
hours.
anymore. The bear can't do it anymore.
And it takes a what to break
Neither
it?
can Beshnir.
Wait.
A DC 20 strength check.
I'm not. I
Alex is
physically can't
Alex
beat
is
it.
gonna look at the group and just sigh and go, Elvis, could you get Gigi?
Yeah. Wait, but hold on. Can you still cast a spell or no? Just any attempts at all?
I mean, if you have a spell that could fix this, then we can do that. But it's any you can't repeat the check within 24 hours, basically.
Okay. Is it possible that I could use knock to
Ooh.
get it
Oh,
open?
yeah. Sure, that would work perfectly, actually.
Okay. I'll do that then.
You just knock on it and it just opens.
Alex will stretch and give you a pat of appreciation. Just thank you. Kind of look at Jalen again with just a dull expression. And then
See?
he'll turn away and let's see, where is it? And then I will cast Prayer of Healing.
Nice.
All right. So I will say, now that you've taken it off without destroying it, you now have an iron band of binding.
Nice.
Nice.
You can reuse if you'd like to.
Soon we'll know how much healing the group gets, but I'm still debating on whether or not she's willing to heal
But
Jalen.
Jalen's full health. He actually gained health in the fight.
You suck. Okay, so me and Hella gain 12 health back.
Aw, yeah. I'm no longer at 10 life.
So that everyone knows what these things do, since you'll be able to use them if you like to. You are the iron bands of binding.
Nice. Well, I think it's good. You didn't go too far without us. So, Alex, you say you saw the skeleton again?
It's in Gigi's forest.
Well, nothing like walking into a trap. Do you guys feel ready, or would you like to rest first?
If we wait, it's clearly looking for more souls.
Yes.
We go now.
All right.
I do want to kind of stress this because I want to make sure that Alex doesn't misconstrue this. especially with the insight check that got you there. I think you let that ride a bit. You don't think there was any aggression in Domino walking towards you. Just want to throw that out there.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting.
Domino did not seem interested in talking before, so I wonder if anything has changed or whether it was more of self-defense. Wait a minute, Domino murdered someone. Domino murdered someone. I don't know why we're being nice to.
But maybe we can fix him.
Oh my goodness, Amanda.
Maybe I can turn him into a new bone necklace.
Amanda's like, he's gonna walk out in a leather jacket with like spiked hair and a pocket knife, man's be like, oh,
I can change him.
He's got like long black hair and plays guitar in a really bad band.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here's Wonderwall.
Alright.
I mean, I definitely think we should keep him alive because we need to know see if we can ask him what happened, or at least investigate somehow. Because if this just resolves with and nobody knows what happened, the end. Maribel never gets her soul back, so she never wakes up again. Like that's not good.
Yes, we are in the business of saving a life here. Maybe this is why I'm here. Who knows?
Yes, well, I have the ability to at least contain this thing in multiple ways. We've got these bands, and I have my own powers in which to restrain.
We also have an infinite cape we could wrap him in.
Mm.
I don't know how useful that is, but we do have that.
Infinite.
But yes.
Is that one of the items that we got at the beginning?
Yeah, we got an infinite cape, an immovable rod, sending stone,
That'll be appropriate.
2 cups on a string, and a seeing mirror. And magic ropes. I don't know what a seeing mirror is.
Aren't all mirrors seeing mirrors?
Yeah.
Unless you're a vampire.
It's the same as all bags of holding.
Yeah. What is a seeing mirror, David?
Seeing mirror is kind of like a scrying mirror, but a little less powerful.
Cool.
Imagine like a watered down version of that mirror from Beauty and the Beast.
Gotcha.
Is that separate to the mirror on the wall one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember what the mirror from the Beauty and the Beast was.
Doesn't he like look at it and like he can like see Belle in the town or whatever?
Wait, is it creep mirror?
What?
That's
Yeah.
what
I don't know. Hold on. Google, come here.
the enchanted mirror. Is that what that is?
I thought it was just a rose.
Oh, he's talking about like
What?
the hand mirror that Belle uses.
Huh.
The enchanted mirror. Allows its user to see anything he or she wishes to see.
Yeah, so it's like that, but a bit watered down.
Okay. I should have just asked this mirror to show me where Domino is.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
How long is a short rest? An hour?
Short rest is an hour, yes.
I would like a short rest. As a
All
warlock.
right. You guys can absolutely take a short rest.
Say the catchphrase, Bart.
Short rest taken. And I am going to use some of my hit die. Do I have to say how many I use all at once, or can I like use one and then use another and then use another?
You can do one at a time.
Coolio. Where did that pop up? Oh, 7. Coolio. Wham. I don't think I've ever actually used hit die in a game of D&D before.
You know?
You have now successfully taken a short rest.
Alright, when everybody is ready, are we wanting to charge headfirst into the trees and try and take down this the skeleton?
So badly do I just want to set this forest on fire. I'll
Did
get
you
out.
say that in character?
No.
Don't.
Hella
no,
doesn't want to do that, but Matthew does.
That's
Okay.
That's not good for my street cred with Farmer GG.
I Also, Alex would have had some like PTSD flashbacks, and that would not have been good.
All right, are we ready? Are we charging in? Alex,
If you'd want to, give me 1 second.
Alex, do you know where this thing is now?
Da-da-da. Hold the phone. Using a divine sense again. I'm assuming my other one has run out by this point.
Yeah.
Is it dark out right now? It's still nighttime, right?
Yeah. I think it's probably getting to around midnight-ish.
Okay. Can I
Especially
ask
with that rest you took.
Yeah. So Jalen's the one who can't
Yeah,
see in the dark,
I've
right?
got
Everyone else
human
can.
eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at what I've got here.
Also, Michaela, I went and added the axe you won from the competition to your inventory.
Thank you.
Can I use produce flame and like hand it to someone else? Is that a thing I can do?
Oh,
You can use produce flame to light a torch, and I think almost all of you should have torches on you.
All right.
I can-
I'll light it. I'll
oh.
light a torch and give
Oh,
it to
thank you
Jalen.
very much. Hope this does not give away our position. If you need me to fight blind, I'm willing to do that if this would help us.
Hella shrugs and looks at the other party members.
I don't know if the elements of surprise is useful here.
Says mounting Veshnir and starting
Alright.
to move.
I guess you're fine.
Alright. Let's go catch a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now go through the woods with another use of your divine sense. It doesn't take too long to locate him because he's in the woods and it's not that big of an area. 1 second. You all are in the woods now.
If
You
you go out to the woods today,
Sure,
be
big
surprised.
All the bears in the woods together.
Can we save the spooky nursery rhymes until after we've not died?
No, because I am the spooky nursery rhyme on my giant too many bones bear.
We did that song in choir in high school once.
That'd be
It was
interesting.
Dude, I need more magic.
I'm pretty sure I just heard our DM go, I need more magic items on here. There we go. And that's concerning.
Sorry, this is Domino's whole thing, so I need to make sure he's got the tools he needs.
He's equipped his gun.
Yeah, you run up on Domino and he pulls out a Glock.
No.
Wait, extended mag or regular mag?
He's got the extended mag and he's holding it sideways.
No, Domino!
no!
It's too powerful.
All right. Yeah, so you see in the at the edge of your 60 foot, you spot an undead presence.
Okay.
60 feet away.
60 feet away.
Is he just standing there? Or?
He is hanging out in the trees.
What do you have to roll to throw the iron bands?
You have to roll a dexterity modifier plus proficiency. It's an attack roll. However, he is currently has partial cover because he's in the tree. He's in the tree.
Okay.
Alex is gonna get off Veshnir and sort of start walking forward with like hands raised in a like, we are not going to hurt you. We want to understand what has happened. Sort of walking towards where Domino is.
All right. I think then you'll hear like coming from him, but like echoing a bit through the woods. Angry.
Why are you angry?
Not me.
You didn't do the murder?
Uh,
Then who?
Do you mean did
I was asleep.
But now you're awake.
Yes.
We saw you running from the scene of the murder. With a knife in your hand.
not with a knife in his hand? The knife was in Maribel's
Oh yeah,
throat.
that makes sense.
He's saying he wasn't the one in control of himself at the
Oh.
time.
Someone.
By asleep, he means he wasn't conscient. He wasn't sentient.
Mind control.
He was just a puppet before.
Come down here. We will see if we can find out who did this to you. It is all right. We will find it out.
The Weaver did this.
If it was not you, you will be forgiven. Things happen, people.
Do not trust.
Don't trust us.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, what do I have for that?
All right, charisma party. Let's roll to trust. I've got a +5 in persuasion. Can
Oh, yeah.
anyone beat that?
I got like +13.
All right. What about the bard? What's the bard got in persuasion? I need to know that.
a good one. I got a good, but hold on. I got a 9, a +9.
Plus
If
9.
y'all need it.
All right, Jalen, roll to persuade
Alright,
this skeleton that we are
fully
trustworthy.
truthfully, I'm going to say to the skeleton, right now we do not intend to hurt you, we just seek the truth, and we do not want anyone else in this area to be hurt. Surely you do not want Maribel to be hurt again, right?
I would not hurt Mother.
You may not, but someone controlling you might. If this is the case, you need to be able to trust us so we can help you.
So go ahead and give me that roll.
Persuasion. Please don't be in that one. That's a 24 total.
All right, yeah. He is convinced by this a little bit. He's a little wary because the last time he interacted with you guys
Yes.
tried to kill him.
I mean, fair.
So I think like he'll drop down from the tree. His Rorschach face moving around. But specifically, you'll notice that both of his hands are closed, holding something. Something in each hand, but he is not doing anything other than slowly approaching
That's
you.
fine. I trust. I say as he approaches, I say, I am not holding any weapons, and I am not intending to hurt you. So we can stay a healthy distance if you'd like. We just need to talk.
Hella will prepare a reaction.
Okay.
Just don't even worry. We will ensure that you can be defended safely. Just
He kind of just cocks his head at you and inquisitively.
do you have any idea who would want to hurt Maribel in this place?
I think he'll. I think like how would he respond to this?
He'd respond like, "It was the other mob. They sent the hitman after her. They got her." Oh.
I think what he'll do is he'll, still holding whatever in his hand, will like extend one finger and like tap his soul gem, and then he'll point to like his skull and say, "Not this."
Something in the soul gem would like to hurt Maribel?
He'll again point to the crystal and say, "Angry."
I see. How would you like?
Okay.
If you would like, you can try to inspect the crystal if you'd like to, or you can do whatever else you want to do. But I want to put that as an option out there.
Investigate what Arcana investigation?
Sure. Whatever you want to do. If you pop detect magic, I'll give you advantage on it.
Cool. We'll do that and then do the Arcana check. Best I
Alright.
got was a 19.
All right, I think with a 19, you would definitely notice. Um, so I think with that, what you'd see is that the gem itself, you know, gives off necromancy because it's full of souls, but
Mm.
it also is giving off like 50 different like like variants of energy in it. There is like if you were to like do this on like on like Alex or Elvis, you would see one kind of signature that you'd get. That's kind of like their the feel of their signature. Um, but inspecting this crystal, you get like 50.
Hmm. Okay, so necromancy is not like inherently weird because Maribel is a necromancer.
Yeah, necromancy is just like anything that has to do with like death, life, and the transition between those two.
Hmm.
Did Maribel put these in you?
He'll say, "Always there, never angry, until now."
Nothing has changed then.
What? When did it get angry?
Party.
And who? Who was it angry at?
Everything.
Interesting.
So the only new thing that's happened in the grove for many years is that we arrived. So I'm certainly hoping that we have nothing to do with this.
Dun dun dun. You were the problem all along.
Did we? Are we the killers?
Saved my life, to be honest. Elliot was the knife, and the rest of us were eat your finger.
I'm trying to think of what sort of check I could make on this.
What do you want to find out?
I want to see if there's anything like what sort of corruption to the gem it might be. Like if it's a either a spell or a curse that has been placed on it. Or if it's like a constant thing, or if it would be something like the soul that was stitched to it by the spider. If the spider stitched something that was a bit that should not have been stitched on.
I don't think you're going to be able to get anything more than what Matthew got,
Okay.
unless you had something like identify.
Bard, what spells do you have?
Hold on, I'm looking.
While you're looking at that, I think I want to ask the skeleton. What would happen if we destroyed this gem?
I think he's going to visibly recoil from that suggestion.
Don't worry, I'm not.
The soul gem is how he's living.
Okay, well, we'll probably not do this then.
Probably. We
Probably
won't
not.
do that. So if I were to cast tongues, would I have an easier time communicating with this guy?
I don't think so, just because I don't think that there's any kind of language barrier going on. If this is more of a, he doesn't seem to have all the words he needs.
Yeah, most of my spells
Can't we speak in like bone rattles? I just open my mouth, like rattling sounds come out.
It's not that he is, the break in his communication is that he just doesn't have enough experience to be able to relate things properly. He is a very new creature.
Yeah, so he probably just awakened at the party, and something that awoke him at the party caused him to like be angry, and so now he's killing things. He claims it wasn't him, so maybe he was like hijacked. Tell me about the spider.
I think the patterns on its face get visibly more angry when you bring up the spider. And we'll say spider angry create angry.
Do you know where the spider came from?
Garden.
So the spider maybe was the
What garden?
My garden.
Did you bring us to your garden?
He doesn't seem very willing to move at this point. But I think you can probably guess from what he's saying that he's talking about the herb garden behind Maribel's house, where the skeletons, do their gardening. So he probably dug it up while gardening.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to walk a little bit close to him and like hold up my hands again, trying to show. I'm going to touch you really quick, and what's going to happen is it is a simple spell. What it will mean is that it means no harm will come to you. If someone tries to hurt you, it'll hurt me. It also will help you if the anger tries to take control, it should help you
Okay.
to fight it. And I'm going to cast Warding Bond on him if
All
he's
right.
willing.
I think he's
Wait, so you're trying to do what?
Warding Bond, the spell wards a willing creature you touch and creates a mystical connection between you and the target until the spell ends. When the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws and has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. The spell ends if you drop to 0 hit points or if you and the target have become separated by more than 60 feet. It also ends if the spell is cast again and either of the connected creatures, on either of them. You can dismiss it. So it's just going to give him some
okay.
pluses to saving throws and AC.
All right. Yeah.
So why?
My thought is that if there's something with the spider that's taking over, so it's having to use a saving throw and it's failing, that it might
Okay.
help if
That's
it
smart.
suddenly tries to do again. Yeah.
All right. I think at this point, after seeing that you're willing to trust it, you'll see that it's two clenched hands. It will reach down, and then you'll see it open a bag on its side and drop beans back into its bag. These are some very large beans, like quarter-pound beans.
Pound beans?
Quarter-pound beans, yes.
That is fun. Don't worry. How tall is this skeleton?
I'd say probably fairly tall. It looks like it's a minotaur. It looks like it was based off of a minotaur skeleton.
I'm gonna tap it on the hip then. I think I can reach the hip to do
All right.
this.
You guys have successfully. I think you have pacified Domino, and he's willing to talk and move with you now.
Most excellent. Now to figure out what in the world is going on.
All right. Do you guys know what you want to do next, or do you want to have some? Do you guys want to roll to figure things out? I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are looking at right now.
So, from what we understand, the spider is the culprit of at least this anger being described.
That's what Domino seems to think, that the spider is responsible.
So,
I think it stitched something angry to him.
And you definitely think that like whenever you bring up the spider, the facial patterns get more violent and angry. He does not like the spider.
same.
Who likes spiders? Ugh.
A lot of people. I know a few people that have spiders.
Yeah, I know some people.
All right, so we killed the spider, right? We killed the spider. All in favor?
Yeah.
Well,
We might not want to kill it immediately. We might want to know why.
Question the spider. Does anyone have ability to speak to any animals?
Yes, actually. I think. Don't you? Oh no, you talk to plants, Elvis.
Yeah, I talk to plants. That's the unfortunate thing.
Between the two of you. All right, maybe we go speak to spider. Ask some questions, in a non-threatening way.
What about the forest dryad person?
Mombara?
Sure, maybe they know how to talk to animals.
Sure, yeah, we can go ask. Skeleton, are you willing to stay with us?
Domino will nod and walk behind you guys.
Okay. Also, Skeleton, is Domino your name, or is that something we have named you?
He cocks his head at the idea of a name.
Ooh. Well, we'll have to think of a good name then, if you do not already have one.
Alex is taking a great deal of consideration here, and like you can see, like going through the names in her head, like,
I think we should probably pick up next week with you guys. Do you want to have like called Mambara over to the Nibs, or where is the spider right now? Actually,
I think one of us still has it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex took it last, so I don't know if Alex still was holding onto it somewhere.
yeah, Alex probably would not have
Okay.
given that up.
Yeah, so we'll probably like our next scene will be that encounter with Mambara.
Brilliant.
Music for this episode was Voice of Nature and Sad by Less FM and was distributed by Pixabay.com. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Grove. If you enjoyed this episode, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more episodes and other Grove-related content.